How's it going, guys? I'm going to show you today how to get this lovely sort of aged or deep resawn finish on a project. So it gives a nice effect for anything that needs to look rustic, like these sills here are going in a little old cottage. So if we head over to the actual saw, to get that finish is really simple. All I need to do is on the outside of the wheel, so your bandsaw wheel here, on the outside of it, so the bit of blade that will run round on the outer surface, not the inner surface, I'm going to bend a couple of the teeth in that direction. So I've bent one already, I'm just going to find that one, make sure not to put two too close together. There it is. So I've bent that tooth there, and I'll just grab it with a set of pliers and just bend just the tooth outwards so it sits about 45 degrees. I'm just going to do a couple more. And make sure it's a tooth that's set in that direction anyway. I tend to plane everything up nice and square and then put this effect in afterwards, and then you know everything's sort of nominalised and straight, but you can get this nice effect. So just fire up the bandsaw and then work the piece alongside it using sort of the back of the blade to guide it, and then them teeth that are sort of bent outwards will catch the timber and put that real nice deep cut into it. Then once you're at this stage, obviously you can do a bit of work with adds in and taking the corners off and stuff, but just a sand with some fairly high grit sandpaper. If you want a bit less of an effect, you can go over it with an 80 grit, but if you just want to keep that nice rough sawn effect, then start with something like a 180 grit, and that should give you a nice smooth finish over a rough sawn piece. And I think that looks really good. I mean, that's two pieces of wood, obviously, glued together, and just the way the tooth as it crosses the grain tends to rip it a little bit. It's sort of that effect you only really get from like a weathered look on some older timber. So yeah, really cool. So hope that helps you out and provides you with a little bit of inspiration for a aged project in the future. There we go, all done. It's not the best light, but they've used a Osmo Raw, and the white pigment in the Raw has actually brought a really nice effect. It's almost like a slightly lined effect. So it keeps the sills looking quite light, which is nice. And again, you can barely see the transition or the joint between the two pieces of wood. So it does look like a nice, really chunky, solid oak window board.